I really want to first take a second to acknowledge what you started with love. And what you said about two competitors being able to work side by side in this world that we're in right now. Boy, it's ripped, you know, and I'm really, really happy to see one of my earliest mentors. His name is Phil Moore. He's the founder of Upland Hills School in Oxford. And he was my teacher when I was very young, and he was my son's teacher a couple years ago. And he now lives in North Carolina, and he flew up to be here with us today as well. And one of the first songs he taught us was All You Need Is Love. And so it's very, very fitting. So thank you. I didn't prepare a speech. I never do. I try my best to kind of wing it. I first learned about this organization just a few years ago. I found out that both of my parents were diagnosed with Alzheimer's dementia a little over 3 years ago. My parents both spent their entire life serving the community. They were both school teachers. And then my mom went to go work for the State Board of Education because she wanted to be able to serve special education kids on a larger scale around the state and then eventually around the world. And she became a public speaker. And just a few years ago, we noticed that my mom was having a hard time articulating her thoughts into words and being able to form a full sentence. And that's when my mom and dad both were diagnosed with this really, really horrible disease. And so that's when we first got involved in it. And ever since then, we've been very, very active for the last 3 or 4 years. And I'm just really grateful because up until recently, just a few years ago, there wasn't a tremendous amount of attention towards Alzheimer's research. And you know, there's, as they were saying, nearly 200,000 Michiganders alone are suffering with this disease, with over 400,000 unpaid caregivers. So it's a very, 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 as most of you know that are touched by this disease, it's painful to watch. It's hard to go through. And the most important thing we can do, because we can't reverse it, at least as of now, but with the research that's been done, we've been able to slow down the progression of this, and thank God for that, because we've been able to really enjoy a lot more time with my mom and dad, as well as I'm sure most of your families have been as well. So I know that the goal today was 925,000, and I think we're over 900,000 now. I like what someone was chanting a little bit ago, go for $1 million. And if we have 5,000 people here, if we have 5,000 people, I'm just doing the math in my head, if every single person here grabs their cell phone out right now and donates $20 more each, we'll be at $1 million, which will put us close to the top 10 walks nationally. $20. We could take 5 seconds to do it right now. There's QR codes all over the park, or you could just go on the website and just donate $20, which is less than $1 a day for a month. It's less than 2 sodas and a bag of chips at the gas station. It's really nothing. If you ever bought your buddy a drink at the bar nowadays, it's 10 bucks. So buy yourself and that person a drink here at this event and spend $20. Or the cost of a park admission, about 20 bucks. So if you spend $20 right now, all of us will be to $1 million. So let's do it. Oh, I love you. Thank you, Giovanni.
Thank you, carpet guys. Hi. You guys call the carpet guys.